Vanished ghosts and goblins, brand new pair of brogues to rock the love of the buzz, frighten all the dogs on the rock. You go to Dublin, 1 to 3 for 5. Put the hair and turn it down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. And welcome to my What the Fuck. Today we have a few short stories. I'm going to say the somewhat sadder one, the last. But how is everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Actually, watching it on here is probably going to be faster than watching it through streaming. Why not? I gotta figure out a way where I can see the chat and quickly change the. I gotta figure out a way where I can see the chat. Oh, pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Anywho. So anyway, welcome all. I don't know what's wrong with the StreamYard's live counter. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna just jump right on into it. So once again, we seem to see this every year. Usually it's some kind of a bacteria or something, but eating healthy is not safe again. Although this could probably be easily fixed if people would not just take their vegetables home and eat them, that they would actually use like a vinegar and water mix, sometimes maybe soap, and wash your vegetables and then rinse them really good and then eat them. I do that because I'm paranoid about whoever's touched it before it went in the bag or whatever. Because salad may be very well dangerous. And in this particular instance, parasites. Lovely. Watch out for parasites in your bunny food, okay? Just saying. Anyway, North Korea has admitted that they have one case of the COVID, and they're claiming it came from someone who ran away, like crossed the border illegally, and then returned. One, this seems strange because it sounds pretty hard to get through the border without their permission, and who the hell would want to return? I don't know, but it sounds like shit to me, honestly. Hello, Slusher. Hello, Supreme Heretic. Oh my goodness, Miss Helen, how are you doing? And hello, Mongo, darling. Mwah. But yes, they're claiming that the only case they have, and they are having an emergency meeting about what to do to lock down the area the person was at or is at, and there's no telling what they've actually done to the person who they suspect has COVID. There was a rumor that in the beginning when this was going around, they had shot their first patient. So maybe they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know. But I'm still flabbergasted that if you snuck out of North Korea, why would you go back? Yeah. But anywho, so in more localish news, a new kind of militia has shown up, very liking to the Black Panthers we used to have. Well, I don't know if they ever really went away, but at their peak around the late 60s and 70s, we seem to have a new, like I said, militia group in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, some people may fuss about that, but I don't see how it's necessarily any different than having some of them good old boys coming out there armed to the teeth and talking. So as long as no one actually, they actually seem more organized than some of those crazy kids you see on TV protesting. So, although there does seem to be apparently some training issues because, in a related note, 3 members of that armed militia apparently were shot by what they described as one of their own trainees. So apparently someone was a little bit excited and did not have proper trigger guard control or whatever. So no fatal injuries, just like I think one was shot in the leg, maybe another one was grazed. But either way, they're probably going to have to work on their training just a smidge. I would suggest it. Anyway, and for Iranian news, apparently what they call a near miss happened. It is a passenger airline that was basically got scoped out and followed by, I believe, an F-15 fighter jet. And apparently, this fighter jet was going up to make sure that it was an actual passenger airline. Although, why you aren't able to see or can tell that without scaring the crap out of the people and causing a ruckus, which it looks like this man right here may have bumped his head during some, having to drop altitude or whatever suddenly. Apparently, it stirred up some very upsetting memories for the Iranian people because around 1988, one of the U.S. Navy's fighter jets shot down a passenger airline of Iran, and Iran never really forgave it for happening. They claimed that it was a misunderstanding and they were not able to identify the passenger jet correctly, and the Americans said that was the reason it happened. I don't understand how you can't tell the difference between a passenger jet and like a fighter jet. I don't really know because big ass passenger jets have always looked like big ass passenger jets. So this may be one reason why the Iranians are a little bit pissed. And if you remember yesterday, I reported they have some carriers not far from Iran off the coast, and this is probably where that F-15 came from. So yeah, probably from the Nimitz. So I don't know if America has an issue of apology for scaring the shit out of these poor people that were on this airline, but ooh. But anyway, so that is pretty much our news for today. So I hope it was somewhat entertaining. My very quiet co-host right here. That's what it was funny. I remember that happened in 1988. Well, right, it being reported in the news. Right, yeah, I mean, we can only know what we're told, right? Yeah, I had to read the whole article, then I was like, oh, crap, I did not know that happened. But yeah, I do believe in 1988 when the Iranian passenger plane was shot down, I believe over 200 people were killed, and it was said that of women and children, it was about 69 that were dead. And so that is, of course, quite upsetting, as we would have been upset if someone had shot our plane down. We'd be pissed too. So, anyway, I hope you more or less enjoyed the news. I mean, it was pretty depressing, so I hope it was tolerable. Anyways, so I will thank you all for coming to visit me and Bella here. And I will see you about streaming later if you like. Mwah. Hold on, I'm going to do my stuff now. This is not properly set up for this sort of thing,